Welcome to Learners Podcast. This is the second part of the session number 4 for our training C++ to Python, the programming for the non-IT professional. This is part of our training on the data science. Well, in the first lecture, in the previous one, we have run our first program in the GW Basic, and we have learned some basic commands, and we have learned how to display a text or the line of the text on the screen. Today we will learn some more commands. If you see the contents of the today's lecture, we will be doing some numerical problems. Basically, the focus of today's lecture is to make you understand the use of the memory, how the memory is related with the programmer, and how the programmer manipulates the memory. Okay, with this we will come across the concept of the variables, and we will also learn some more commands like input data, and at the end of the session I will introduce you to about the concept of the flowchart. Okay, before moving on, if you remember, I have given you the assignment in the previous lectures that if I take you to the supporting blog with it, this one, if you go in the basics and go in the assignment number 2, here you will, yes, this one, my first program, write the GW Basic program to show the following output. You have to type the program that display these lines. My first program, name, class, section, teacher, and the phone number. So first we will do this assignment. Okay, I take you to this is the basic editor. I've told you first type the list here. There is nothing in it. If there is something, you might write the new. It means you are going to start the new program. Okay, first we will write the line number 10, but I today introduce you another command, that is the auto command. If you just write auto, it will automatically start giving you the line numbers. Okay, like this is the line number 10. Here in the line number 10, we will just write, I am going to introduce you another new command, that is the remark statement. We write here, this is first assignment. In line number 20, we will write print inverted commas int asterisk. Okay, we write my first program. Okay, my first program or my first assignment, whatever you write here. Okay, in 30 we write the print inverted commas, this is the name, again inverted commas, and we put some line here. Okay, like this. There is another equivalent of this print command. If you just write the question mark, so that also do the same operation of the print. Okay, so this is new day by day you will be learning the new things in it. So write here name, and then write the class. Okay, inverted commas, and then the line. Okay, next one you write the subject. Okay, and then the line. Okay, similarly, then again you write print, and then the teachers. Okay, line number 9, and last one is the phone number. Okay, so in the space for this, so we have completed our program. Just write end. Now going out of this, I mean to say this 90, you have to press Ctrl C, it will take you out of this this program. If you just see on the keyboard, this is the control key normally on the keyboards, and this is also a control key. Just keep this control key pressed, and if you press Z, it will take you out of this editor, I mean to say the program mode. And similarly for this, we're going out of this auto command, I mean to say auto line numbers, press Control C, it will take you out of that. Okay, Control, keep the control key pressed, and at the same time press the control as a C key. Alright. Okay, so this is the program I have written. So before I mean to say running it, I want to explain you the purpose of this RAM. RAM is, it has nothing to do with the actual program. Alright, it is just for the help of the programmers. Like I have written this program, so whenever if I have 10, 20, 30 programs, so it is sometimes difficult to, I mean to say, to know that what is this program about. So what programmers do is they use these remark statements to explain some details about that code that they have written. Okay, and even within these programs, if the program is long enough, you can write the number of multiple remark statements. Okay, like for example here remarks, this is the first program assignment. It will not be, I mean to say, interpreted. It is only a part of the program just to tell the programmer that what is this code about. Okay, now I'm going to run it. Type run. Look what it is doing. First of all, the first thing that you have noticed, it is not clearing you the screen. Why it is not clearing the screen? In the previous program it was clearing it, but the reason was that in that program I have used that command CLS. Today I did not use that command. Okay, I haven't used CLS here. I straight away started writing from the print. So that is why if we will not use the CLS, we will just get the output in this way. Okay, first line is executed, second line is executed, third line is executed, and type mismatch in line number 50. There is some problem in line number 50. What is that? Yes. If you can see in the line number 50, there is a subject, and I have, in place of putting this colon, I have put this inverted commas. So this is the mistake. So I have used these three inverted commas here. So interpreter is confused that which one to use. Okay. Similarly, the same mistake is done at the line number 60. But interpreter is stopped at line number 50. I told you, I explained you the difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Interpreter executes the command line by line. So unless until we will not clear this problem, it will not go to the line number 60. We will use the edit command, edit 50. This is another command. It will take us to the line number 50. Print here, and we will use this arrow keys. This one arrow keys are meant to say, if I again take you to the keyboard picture, this is the arrow keys, this one. Right arrow and left arrows. Okay. Print here, I will type inverted commas. Finished, gone. Just press enter. Now if I just type the list, you see the 50, line number 50 is now correct. If I run the program, it will not give us the error for the line number 50, but it will give us the error message for the line number 60. You will see type mismatch at 60. Previously it was saying type mismatch at the 50. So this is how the interpreter works line by line. So in the same way, I will be editing the line number 60, and here I will go and correct it and list. I hope the program is not, still there is a problem in the line number 70 as well. I mistakenly done number of mistakes. Edit 70. Okay, and okay, mistake अच्छी होती हैं to learn. Okay, mistakes are good thing to learn. Another thing is this, in this program, if you run it, you will find another issue. Okay, wait, I also add the CLS command, but we need CLS clearing the screen before the line number 20. Okay, before executing line number 20, we want it should clear the screen. Okay, so for that I will go between the line number 10 and line number 20, and we will be selecting the 15, and I will type here the 15, and here I will write the CLS, enter. If you see the list, you will see 10, 15, 20, it's fine. Okay, if you run the program, it will clearing the screen, and after that, because it is not giving I'm going to say any importance to the rem statement. So if you see the output, you can find that it is not, I'm going to say quality output. Quality output means first of all, there is no alignment in it. You can improve this, and also by shifting this column little bit further here, and also the length of these lines should also be same one thing. And second thing is there should be a space between these lines, because if you just type it, there will be very less space left. Suppose you get this this sheet, this output print on the printer on the piece of paper, so there will be the very little space left for these lines. So what we need to do is we need to insert one line between these two, so that there is a gap between the lines. Okay, so for that what we need to do is, yes, between the line number 20 and 30 we need to write 25 print, and if I write nothing, something like this, and similarly between the line 30 and 40, that would be the 35. If I write print, okay, something like this, it is printing the blank spaces. And then similarly for the 45, so I will write the print. I'm using the print symbol, so option is with you. You can write even the print print keyword, or you can also write this print symbol. Both have the same meaning, the interpreter understand it. So like this. Okay, and similarly between 50 and 60, so at line number 55 we also write print, and between the 60 and 70, that is 65, in place of 65 you just write 67, no problem. So don't think that always you need to write something 45, 55, 67. Okay, so if I just type the list, we will see it has bring it into the ascending order: 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and so on. And between every two lines we have inserted the blank spaces, blank lines, which is printing the blank spaces. So this will give us the gap between. I hope this logic is being developed. Now if I now run this program, okay, so that's it. Let's move to the next topic. Okay, the concept of the memory. Just I've told you, if you just see the if you just follow my previous lectures, I've given you the concept of the RAM. RAM is a temporary memory in the computer in which we do all these, I mean to say, all the work while the computer is on. Okay, there is a portion of the RAM that is for programs. Okay, in the RAM there are many things, okay, like there are some portions for the operating systems, There is some portion for the program, some portion for the data. So they are the different. This is not our job, that is the job of the operating system to manage it. But for us, we are not concerned that where this is being, the computer is saving our program, but it is saving in the program part of the RAM. Okay. So when we close the, computers, turn off the computer, everything is washed. So what we need to do is we need to save our program to some auxiliary storage. Okay, auxiliary storage is our external storage. External storage, like you can say the hard disk, in the hard disk, or in the floppy disk, or you can say the CD drive, or you can even save in the USB. Generally, we are much more familiar with the USB, or even you can save it in the cloud. Okay, cloud mean like in the Google Drive or anything where you can, any place other than the RAM outside the computer where you can save your work, and whenever you start your work again, you can retrieve it from there. You can get it from there and load it in the RAM. So RAM, if you just see the shape of the RAM, it is something like this. Like you can see the whiteboard, there are different blocks in it. So this can be, the RAM can be something like this, or it can be something like this as well. These are the different blocks of the RAM. Okay, and these blocks have the addresses. This is the first place, like it has got the address 1, it has got the address 2. Like you have the houses in your streets, you have the addresses. Okay, and this, in every address you put the data, like you type here A, you type here B, you write here 3. You can write the text message, text data in it, you can write the numeric data in it, whatever you want. So this is the RAM. Or you can also consider, take the RAM something like this. This is up to you. So just make it something, an imaginary place where you are saving your data. Okay. Actually, how it is being done inside the computer, it is quite technical. Okay, the students of the computer science, they understand this thing because they have studied the subject of the operating system. But for us, we are not concerned with that. For becoming a programmer, you don't need to be that much, expert of that part of the memory in the beginning. With the time, I will be teaching you some important concepts, but that is at the advanced level. But right now, just assume that memory is a kind of the blank space which the computer is allowing us to type save our programs and work, make our program work. Alright. So two part of the program. One is this program that we have typed, like we are given the print statement and then line number 1, line number 2. We have written this code. That code is also saved in the RAM. Okay, when you run this program, and this program is also using some part of the RAM. So RAM has the different parts. One is for, for the operating system, one is for writing the programs, and one is for keeping your data. Okay, so this part of the data is used for the, you can say the data that you want to manipulate through your program. So this is the concept that I am now going to explain today with the help of the program. Okay, suppose we want to do some, you can say, a numerical problem. Let's say we say that C is equal to A plus B. What it means, C is basically the sum is equal to operand A plus operand B. A and B are called operand, and sum plus is the operation. This is the mathematics. This is not a programming, this is mathematics. So we want to write a program that add two numbers, number A and number B, and put the result as a number C. Okay, what is A, B and C? A, B and C are basically the part of your RAMs. Suppose these are the memory locations. We want to give the name to this memory location A, and this is the B, and here suppose we want to write, for example, we say that 2 plus 3, and that should be the 5. So what we need to do is we have to put A, 2 in the location A, 3 in the location B. Okay, in the C, what we are going to put is we are going to put the result of to sum of this, like for example A plus B. We are not going to put the A plus B in it, we are going to put the sum of A plus B, and this sum of A plus B will be executed and its result will be placed in the C. Okay. So this is very simple in a very simple terms I have explained you. Okay, you can also do this if you just see you can also conceptualize it in this way, that these are the different memory locations. This is memory location A, this is B and this is C. It is going to have the 2, this is 3 and this is going to have A plus B. Alright. Okay, so what is A, B and C? A, B and C are called the variables. A, B and C are called the variables. Variable is something which can have some values. Variable is in the language is mathematical. Like for example, if in the algebra, if you write x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, what it means? The value of x is equal to 2 and value of y is equal to 3. Same thing if you convert it into the programming language, you just say x and y as the memory locations and they have got this value. Okay, suppose this is x and this is y. Okay, and this is z, so we say z is equal to x plus y. So you can also give its value. So it is up to you what name you give to these values. So memory is a kind of a conceptual locations in which you have this different name of these location, and you name these location as the variables and put some values in those variables to do some work. Alright, I hope you have understood this concept. Like for example, we have given A is equal to 2, another location B is equal to 3, and we want C is equal to A plus B. So this is the mathematical operation. So now we are going to write the code for this mathematical operation. Very simple code is that, for example, first of all in the line number 10, what we will do is we will write A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, B is equal to 3, and in the line number 30 we write C is equal to A plus B. I hope it is clear. So what this command will do, it will put in the memory location A value 2. This will do make the location B and put the value 3 in it, and this will make the location C, assign the location 3, and it will put the value in it A plus B, and that will be not the A plus B, that would be actually the 5. It will automatically, when you write the A plus B, it will put the 5 in it. Okay, so this is the formula, and then what we need to do is at the line number 40 you will print the value of C, and it will give you the what? It will give you the 5. So this is the simple programming logic. So if I take you to the interpreter, I'm going to write new write here rem sum of two numbers. Okay, here we will write a is equal to 20. So the programming, I mean to say, if you see the syntax of the basic, it also advises us to use the symbol let a is equal to 10. It is optional, but it looks good if you write let a is equal to 10. It is same, like if you say that a is equal to 10 or let a is equal to 10, there is no difference in it. So let b is equal to 20. Then c is equal to a plus b, and then write print c. That's it. Control C, list. Now if I run the program, you have got the results 30, but 30 is not, I mean to say, understandable. What is 30? We have to make it more understandable, and for that what we need to do is we will be improve the line number 60, edit 60, and write print. I am going to tell you new technique here, inverted commas, and you just write here the sum of a plus b is equal to inverted commas, okay, and then put the comma and then write the C. Okay, inverted commas, this is the first part of the program, then comma, this is the second part of the program. This inverted commas, as we have learned in the previous programs, that it will print as it is. With the comma, that is a space operator, it will add some space and then it will put the C. C means the value, it is a memory location, so you don't need to put it into the inverted commas. It will automatically pick the value from the memory location, whatever is in the C, it will type it here. So list here, I'm just going to run it. The sum of the C is, if I just explain you, CLS has given clear the screen, let it has put in the memory 10, this is which is not visible to you, that B is equal to 20 and not visible to you, C is equal to A plus B, that is also not visible to you. That something is held in the memory. Okay, but the programmer knows, who has written this program, he knows what has been happening in the memory. This is how we are manipulating the memory. So memory is a kind of the whiteboard in our hand inside the computer that is making us to do some calculations. And in the print, first we have write the print C, it has given the value of C. But to make it, because actually we are concerned with the outside the word. Outside the word want to see it in the form of the output. And our output should be understandable. Just 30 mean nothing. I mean to say, anyone say run the program, what is 30? Even the programmers, if we run this program after some time, you will forget what is 30. So it's better you use the remark statement. Just if you see the list, you can understand what this program is doing. And this print statement by these inverted commas, it is showing you, it is not keeping this thing in the memory, the sum of, it is just picking as it is and just displaying it on the, throwing it on the screen. Okay, so it is giving sum of A plus B is equal to comma is given the 10 spaces. Okay, and it has given, so if you want to reduce the space between the equal and the 30, you can do another thing is edit 60. In place of comma, there is another operator that is called the semicolon. If I write the semicolon C, and then if I run the program, and you will see. Okay, so that's what we have done. Similarly, if I know what, I'm now going to manipulate this program for you. Let in place of the addition we do the multiplication. So what we need to do is, we have the same formula. If we want that A and B should be multiplied, we don't need to change this A and B and line number 30 and line number 40. We only change the formula. Okay, so whatever would be C, that would be not A plus B, that would be A multiplied by B. Okay, so for that what we need to do is, we need to edit the line number 50. Edit line number 50. So in place of A, we will write the static symbol. What is static? This is used in the computer for the multiplication. Keep it, remember, this is a new thing that you are learning. So whenever you want to multiply through two variables, so you have to use this symbol. Press enter, list the program, and you will see in place of plus, it is now what would happen. Its result should be not the 5, its result should be 10 multiplied by 20, but it should be 200. Okay, run 200. Great. Suppose now we want to subtract these two numbers. So for that we will do the edit line number 50. Okay, enter. C is equal to A plus B doesn't make any sense. It's better we write B minus C, B minus A, because B is a bigger word, and otherwise I don't want to confuse you with the minus symbol and all these things. So just keeping the things very simple. So greater operand is being subtracted from the smaller operand is being subtracted from the bigger one. All right. So we're going to subtract 10 from the 20. Okay, list. Now we are going to run it. 10. So we have successfully run the program today. So this is the basically what we have learned is that how we have you can say do some mathematical operation. Another command that now I am going to introduce is very interesting one, that is the input command. For that I just take you, if you take the list, what I mean to say is, yes, I have to explain you about it. Suppose in the memory you have put the value A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3, and you have made it the part of the program. So when you run the program, so this program will only add 2 and 3. What if you want any other numbers? So what you do, you have to call the programmer again, or you have to write the program again for this. Change these values. This is not a good practice. So why don't we write a program that asks us, give us the value of A, and it also asks us when we run the program, what is the value of B. Okay, at the runtime, then whatever values we give it, it use those values and A and B and give us the result. So that is called the runtime input. Okay, at the runtime we will give the input. Alright, so there is a command that is called the input command. Okay, if we write input A, and when the program will run, it will ask us what is the value of A. And if we write input B, it will ask us what is the value of B. So these commands will perform the same thing as A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3, but after the user will give the value A and value of B. Before that, it will not put anything in A and anything in B. So input A will assign the memory location A and wait for the user to put the value in it, and input B will assign the value of B in the memory and wait for the user to give the value of B. So now I am going to demonstrate it for you. For that, what we need to do is we need to eliminate this line number 30 and 40. 30 and 40. This is a simple way to delete these two lines. So we are left with the C is equal to B minus A. We add the line number 30. We say input A, enter, and line number 40 we write input B. Now if I write the list command, what would happen? So in place of A is equal to 10 and B is equal to, it is asking us input A, give me input A and input B. So we have also need to change the line number 60. We write the A plus B is equal to this C, and if I added the 50 and C is equal to A plus B, we do it in this way to keep the thing simple. So input A, input B, C, E is equal to A plus B, and A plus B, if you run it, it will ask the value of A, it will ask the value of B, and it will give us the results. Very right. But there is a need to improve this program. Okay, for that what we need to do is, if I added the line number 30, so here is new thing that you are going to learn. If I going to put the inverted commas, give me value of A space, okay, semicolon A. At the line number 40, we also write edit 40 input inverted commas, give me value of B space semicolon B. Okay, now if you run this program, what would happen? This is the advantage of this input command. If you put inverted commas something like in the print statement, it will also display that. That is make more understandable for the user, that give me the value of A. I give the value of A 10. Give me the value of B, I give in the D, and this is the A plus B is equal to 30. This is very much more interactive program that we are able to run it. Okay, so whenever anybody else wants to run this program, okay, it want to say I want to give the first A 5, next one is 50, so it is giving it the 55. So this is just acting like a calculator. So this is the beauty of the programming, that you have made this program more generalized, so that more and more people are able to use this program for their purpose. Suppose this is a program that is doing some additions. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do some more improvement in this program. Like for example, I can do one more thing, like in the line number 25, if I just write print some calculator, okay, just enter, and 26 we write print and space in this right here, and then list, and then run it. What would happen? Some calculator, we have add a heading. Okay, so this is more interactive. Give me the value of A, I give the value of A 30. Give me value of B, I give the value of B 50, and it is giving me the result. Okay, now I am going to tell you about the concept of about the flow charting. Okay, flow charts. Flowchart is basically a pictorial diagram, pictorial representation, or the graphical representation, you can say, of the programming logic. Suppose this is the program for us. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to A plus B, and then print C. This is the programming logic. For this logic, if we draw the flow chart, it would be something like this. If I first draw it for you, we will use this symbol, oval. Okay, we will write start, then this is an arrow, and then a rectangle. In this rectangle I write a is equal to 2, then again an arrow, and again we make the next rectangle and write this b is equal to 3 in it. Okay, and then for another rectangle, in it we write c is equal to a plus b. Next is in place of rectangle we will make this diagram. We will say it's the parallelogram. This diagram is basically used to represent the C, print C. Okay, we can also write here print C, and then after that again this oval shape, and I write end. So this is the flow chart for this logic. These are the rectangles. They are called the processes. Okay, they are containing the assignment statements. This assignment statement, these are assignment, it is assigning basically the values. This statement is assigning the value of 2 to the A, this is assigning value of 3 to the B, and this is assigning the formula to the C. And this is the output statement. It is giving the outside word, it is printing something on the screen. So we are not using this assignment processes, we are using this input and output, this symbol. Okay, this symbol is used for the input and output statements. And this end and start, these are the, you can say, the terminal points. Okay, these ovals represent the end of the program and start. So these are the simple one, it's not difficult. Okay, so that's it. So what we have learned today is we have learned some more basic commands, GW basic commands, and we have learned the concept of the memory. We have learned how to manipulate the memory. We have learned to make the program to do some mathematical calculations by manipulating the memory of the computers. We have also learned how to input the data, how to get the data at runtime. And another thing we have learned is at the end the concept of the flow chart. Okay, so that's it. So that is the end of the today's lecture. So try to complete the assignments before the next lecture, and also like, share and subscribe the Learners Podcast. Thank you very much.